Hey everyone, welcome to Purling Through Life. My name's Melissa and I'm coming to you from the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So this is my channel and it's all about knitting and crochet and yarn, and today is a weekly update video where I like to share with you the things that I've been working on the past week. And today I have 2 finished objects, 4 works in progress, and a small bit of yarn to share with you. So let's get started with the finished objects. And the first one is this knit shawl. And this is the Marinna shawl by Ambah O'Brien. And if you've been following my channel, you've seen this as a works in progress for quite a few weeks now. And now it's finished. And it's all been washed and blocked. So let me go ahead and bring the shawl closer for you to see. So it is all finished. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I love how it is blocked out. It is so drapey. I think it's so drapey. I used a 3.75 needle on this, and I am a loose knitter, so I think this made this even extra drapey, which I'm really happy about. Maybe that was her intention for having you use 3.75 needle, but it is all finished. So there we go. There's all the lace work on the last part of the shawl, and I really do need to get I need to get more blocking mats. I really could have even blocked this out even more. It's quite long. I love the size of it and the shape of it. So I'm so happy. So here, this was the first section. And that opened out up really nicely. And then the stripe section and the last section. So, oh, and it smells lovely. I blocked it with, or I soaked it in some eucalyptus in the jasmine scent. And it's, oh, that's my favorite. So there we go. I'm so happy how this turned out. And this is going to be a gift for someone. I won't say who in case they're watching. But there we go. I just love it. I love it. I love the drape. It's nice. I love it. So let me try and put this back on the mannequin just as best as I can. Yeah, that's fine. So like I said, this was the Marinna shawl by Ambah O'Brien. And these are the yarns that I used. These 2 yarns here. This is what I have left. And the first yarn is from Passion Yarns. And here's their label. Passion Yarns. And this colorway is Mochaccino. And it's 75/25 superwash merino nylon. And it's 463 yards. So there's that. And then this one, I have a lot less. Obviously, you can see the difference. And they're both the same yardage, 463 yards. But I guess that lace down at the bottom, well, the rows were much bigger. I think there was close to, well, I know for sure there was at least 380 stitches on the needles. So, and then I stopped looking. But so this right here, this yarn is by Leading Men Fiber Arts, and there's their label. And this is the Gothic Queen colorway, and it is 75/25 superwash merino nylon, the same as the other yarn, but I have significantly less. But there we go. And like I said, I used a 3.75 needle, which I thought at first was going to be a little bit too big for, too big of a needle size for me. Because like I said, I'm a loose knitter and it was looking like I thought, oh, maybe I should go down a needle size, but I didn't. I stuck with it, and I'm very glad that I did. So there we go. There is my first finished object, and my next finished object was also a whip last week, and it is done, and it is the Enchanted Evening Cap by Amie from Happy Little Yarn, which is her YouTube channel. And here is the hat. So this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and this is a folded over brim, if you can tell here, and it's finished. So the in the pattern it calls for DK yarn, but I used a worsted weight yarn, and I feel like the brim came out a little too wide. Not wide this way, but well, you know, it's too big around the brim, but the rest of the body of the hat fits really well. So like I said, I used a 5mm needle for this, and this is the yarn that I used. It's Barocco Ultra Wool. This is what I have left. It's a worsted weight yarn, and it is, there's just a color number, 33104. And it is 100% superwash wool, 100 grams, 219 yards. And it's, I don't know, I honestly, well, now that it's washed, it's nice. I don't know, this was an odd, I felt like this was a weird, I don't know, maybe sometimes the dye affects the yarn differently than other dyes, and I felt like this was just a weird feeling wool. It's not really rough or anything. I almost felt like when I was working with it that it felt like acrylic, but it feels really nice now. It is a little bit too big around the brim. I was thinking in the future just to experiment when I do the brim, and it's a free pattern, so it's okay to say this, you knit this for 6 inches and then you attach it there to create the double layers. It gives it a nice edge. But I was thinking while I was knitting for the brim that I could use like a 4mm, and then I could go up to the 5mm for the body and see how that would turn out. Although on the hat I made just before making this one, where I used a DK, I don't even know. I'm not sure where it went. That one came out perfect, but it was DK and I used a 4mm. But I was just thinking, just an experiment, but it's okay. It actually fits. It fits me really well. But I was gonna give this to my husband. He said it fits fine. I have a thick hair, a lot more hair than he has, so we'll see. And then of course it's going to stretch. We'll see. Either he or I will wear it. So there's that finished object. And those are both of my finished objects for the week. So now we'll move on to my works in progress. The first one I'll show you are my socks, because they don't really, I did work on them. These are just my fingering weight socks, vanilla socks that you saw last week. I'm still working on them. I don't know, I'm not in much of a sock mood, although I did cast on another pair of socks. But so I'll show you these because they don't really look all that different, but they're living in this bag from Cottontail Farms. And I'll just show you because I did work on them. So here is the first sock, and it's a vanilla sock, and I knit my socks cuff down and I cast on 64 stitches. And then here is the second sock, and I don't know where I was last week. I don't know where I was, so I didn't put I didn't mark it to show progress, but I did work on it a bit. I think I was not very far into, I wasn't very far into the, after you do the ribbing, so the body, the ankle part of the sock, I wasn't that far into it, but there we go. Like I said, I'm not feeling knitting socks all that much. But let's see. So I'm using a 2.25 millimeter needle. I'm doing these on DPNs. I usually do magic loop, and I just thought I thought I would do something different. And like on this sock here, I like to do a shorty sock. So I do 2x2 ribs for 15 rounds. And then I do 20 rows. Right here you can see this is the first row, and then that's like 20 rows. And then I'll finish the second sock, and then I'll go back and do afterthought heels. And I'm not sure if I will use the same yarn for the afterthought heel or give it a contrast. I'm not sure yet. So that's all. Well, actually the yarn, I should tell you about the yarn. The yarn is from Mustache Yarn, and this comes in their perfectly self-striping sock must match skeins, 2 identical skeins twisted together, and then when you go to wind them up, you get two cakes like this, and they start at the same place so that you can have matching socks, and it makes it a lot easier and you don't have to waste any yarn. So yeah, here is the yarn, and it is in the colorway Old Ben, which is a Star Wars reference because it's one of her Star Wars inspired yarns. And it is 75/25 superwash merino nylon, 460 yards. So there is that. There are the socks. And I think that's everything. If I miss anything and you have a question, please just go ahead and leave me a comment down below and I'll answer you. So there is that works in progress. And the next one, even though I don't feel like knitting socks, I went ahead and started another pair. But these are DK socks, so they should go quickly. And they're living in this bag here by Molly Klein Designs. And here is this DK sock. So far, not very much into it. Haven't gotten very far. But here we go. Look at those fun colors. So this is where I am so far. So this pattern I'm using from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. She has a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm almost positive it's on Ravelry and not YouTube. But it's her pattern for DK socks, and I'm doing the medium, which is 48 stitches. That's what I cast on, but I'm doing them magic loop this time. And I cast on 48 stitches, and this is a 2x2 rib. So let's see. So I'm not sure of all of her numbers, but I just use her numbers for how many I cast on. Like, I don't know how many rows her pattern calls for the ribbing, or if it's 2x2 ribbing, I don't know. But I went ahead and I got the number to cast on from her pattern, and then I don't know. I can't remember if I'm doing the same after that as her, but I do a 2x2 ribbing for 10 rows, and I'll do a shorty sock as well. And I think I'll do 10 rows, because I do like a shorty sock, and I'll do afterthought heel on these as well. And these are 2.25 on magic loop, and these needles, oh, I can't say enough about these needles. They are the Brick House Fiber Arts Prism Hexagon Circular Knitting Needles. And did I say they're 2.25? No, because they're DK socks. They are 3.25 millimeter needles. But here is now these are a little pricey, but here is that's the name of this business. And these needles are just, the drape on the cords is insane. It is so good. I don't know. Just look at that. Just look at that drape. These are so nice to work with. They're so nice to work with. they're not, I do like really sharp needles, like the high sharps, but these are sufficient enough. And these are, like it says, the hexagon, so they're not, you know, it's not rounded, but that's, I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. These are just so nice. So nice. So there we go. And the yarn is by Freckled Whimsy. Here's the yarn. And it did come with a mini. Both DK. And I will do the heel in this color. And let's see, there's their label. And this is their monthly self-striping club, which I'm not a member of, but sometimes she has leftovers. And so I went on her website and I noticed that she had some leftovers, and this is the color, or the colorway is Strawberry Patch, and it is the monthly self-striping club for May, and there is a 6 stripe repeat, and like it says, it's a sock set, 100 grams for this, and then the 20 grams for the mini. And it's 75-25, 245 yards. Look at that. And I think this is, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the full repeat right there. The 6 stripes. Aren't they fun? This fun colors. And I like to put that stitch marker there, just a visual to mark the first row of knitting after the ribbing. I just like to do that. It's so soft and squishy. I love DK socks. So there is that works in progress. And the next one is right here. This is a knit washcloth, and it is in this bag by Cottontail Farms. And this washcloth is the, let me see, the Opah dishcloth, and it is for June. It is the Kitchen Sink Shop. They do a, if you sign up for their newsletter, you get a free pattern, a free knitting pattern for a dishcloth every month. And this is for the month of June, and it is called Opah. And this is what I have done so far. I have this much done so far. Let's see. I have notes here. I think I said everything. And I'm using a 3.25 needle for this. And which, that's what she calls for. She calls, so far, all of the dishcloths, I guess you could do whatever you wanted, but all of her dishcloths, they call for worsted weight yarn and 3.25 millimeter needles. Can you hear that? That is the ice cream man. So there we go. There's that. And this is the yarn I'm using right here. And this is, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. This very, very pale blue. And here's their label. And I got this on clearance one year. And this is the pale denim. It's 100% cotton. It's a worsted weight. And it has 180 yards. And it's 100 grams. And evidently, Hobby Lobby is doing their clearance, which I was kind of wondering if they were going to, because they don't really have as much yarn as they used to. So, but I don't think, I'm staying away from it. I think I'm going to go look, because I already know what they have. I don't really, I don't know. I might go look. I really shouldn't, because I'm a sucker for, like, this was 94 cents. Right? And it was regularly $3.79, and that might be like the old price for cotton. but I may go check it out to see what they have. It will be interesting to know if that means they're going to get new yarns, because that would be exciting if they got new yarns. We'll see. I should stay away. I always think, well, I wouldn't mind getting their cotton because I love their cotton. But I have behind that chair right there, there's a big tote full of Hobby Lobby cottons. And so I don't need any. So that is that. I think that's everything. And the last works in progress is a crochet. And it is the pajama set. If you watched my video last week, you saw, I think I lost my place. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's the pajama set I'm making for Ray the Elephant. So I made Ray the Elephant right there. That's Ray. And I'm making this pajama set. And it is coming out of this book here, Dress Up Amigurumi. And you can get some of these patterns in this book on Ravelry. You can purchase them separately like Ray. You can get Ray on Ravelry, but this pajama set is not on Ravelry. So I'll show you what I have so far. So here we go. Here it is. Here it is. I just have to do the arms or the sleeves and put buttons on it. And then the pajama, it looks like a little romper, doesn't it? Like short, a summer romper for kids. But it's not. It is, here, let me put them on Ray. Okay. Here's Ray. Whoop. Here is Ray. I'll go ahead and put this on him as quickly as I can so you can see. But this pattern for this sleeper was very confusing. Making the legs, I ended up just kind of doing my own thing. And I thought, why on earth? It was like they made a mountain out of a molehill. And I thought, why? It was so frustrating. I could not understand what they were trying to say. If anybody else has made this and you had the same problem, maybe it was me. What the heck's happening here? Are you still there? Okay, sorry. My phone I need to, the battery is getting low. So here we go. So there we go. So now it's a little bit short. It may not fit just like the pattern because this is a worsted weight yarn and the patterns call for fingering weight yarns. So I'm doing, bigger crochet hook, bigger yarn, but it looks fine. I'm very, very much considering putting on a bit of, I don't know, I'm really considering just putting on some buttons and calling it a day. My poor granddaughter. I've had this too long. She's having great patience waiting for this. So I think I may just put on the buttons and then that'll be it. And it won't really be a sleeper per se. I guess it's just clothes. I don't know. But it looks cute. Don't you think? It looks cute. Let me get his little... So just put on... So this part here. Because it was all... I don't want to give anything away. It's a paid for pattern. But I mean, just by looking at it, you can tell. You can tell. So let me see. So right here, I'm knitting back, it wasn't attached. You're just knitting. It's like flat. And you're just knitting back and forth. And then at some point, you join it right there. And then you make the two legs. Right? See, that's where his tail goes. You make like the two legs. Well, how they were trying to explain to do that made absolutely no sense to me. So that's why the rest of it isn't done because I was like, I'm just over it. I'd like to start on a different amigurumi. I'd like to start on something else. So this may be, well, you might see Ray one more time. I'll put the buttons on it. I kind of would like to give him some shoes though. We'll see. He's cute. He must be sick of seeing him, but he's so cute. So we'll see what I do. But there is his clothes, or her clothes. There we go. And the yarn I'm using, I used these 2 yarns, and they are I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. This one is 2. I don't know if there's a difference. Oh, there is, yeah. Well, this one here, I just did, well, you can tell, just right here, the outline with this one. In this colorway, it's 100% cotton, is called Deep Turquoise. And then this one is called Aqua Ombre, and this is a newer skein. This is what I had left of, I had a skein like this, and this is what I had left. And then I'm using a 3.75 crochet hook. So it's 100% cotton, and it's a number 4. So there we go. So there's that, and that is all of my whips for the week. That's all. I didn't crochet or knit for quite a few days last week. I don't know why. I was just, well, it's summer and it's really nice outside. And so we've been outside a lot. And I'll go, and we have a nice big porch. I'll go out there with my knitting or crochet, and I'm going to, you know, work on stuff out there. But I get out there and it's just, I don't end up, I just sit there and just enjoy being outside. And then the kids are out there, and my grandkids, because it's summer break, and I watch them for part of the week. And I have the, they're being so quiet. They're out there. And I have the, my grandpup. He's not a puppy anymore, but I'm watching him as well. So we're outside playing, and I just haven't been knitting or crocheting as much. And I'm a day late yesterday. Just time got away from me. It was one of my daughter's birthdays yesterday. So time got away from me, so I wasn't able to film. So I'm filming today, and it is a bit late for filming. So this won't go up till probably late this evening. But summer, I mean, surely that happens to other people in the summer. Summer's kind of, the schedule changes, and you know, it is what it is. So that is all of my works in progress and my finished objects. And like I said, I got a little bit of yarn, and this yarn is from Forbidden Fiber Co. And I don't know if I said this, but I will link everything down below. I'll link patterns, and then I'll link this yarn down below. Everything will be down below. If I'm able to leave a link, I will. And so this is, like I said, from Forbidden Fiber Co. And she had a mystery grab bag sale, and this was like a moving sale. And I think she was moving her business, something like that, but she was having a moving sale, and it was $36 for 3 skeins of yarn. And so I got some yarn, and I got this. She had all different weights and bases on sale. So I ended up with the Fortitude DK base, which is 100% superwash merino, 275 yards. And there's no colorways, and you know, there's no labels on the yarn. And the reason why I got this was because I kept, oh, should I get some? I shouldn't get some. And by the time I went on there to say, yes, I'm going to get some, the only thing, well, they had a lot of sparkle yarn left, and I just don't really get much sparkle yarn. And so I ended up with the Fortitude DK. Oh, you might have heard that. That's my grandkids. So this is what I got, the 3 skeins. And you were able to say, she said, when you purchase your yarn, she said you could go ahead and leave in the comments if you didn't like certain colors or if you wanted variegated tonals, whatever. And I just said I really wasn't, I didn't care about the color because I do like all colors. I just kind of would like tonals. So this is what I got. And they go so well together. At first, I was like, oh, because of this yarn. And I just thought, oh, they just look so good together. So I'll try to do them up close. Like I said, there's no colorway names. But it's the first one. Hi. And my grand dogs come in here. So this is the first one. And they're DK, 275 yards. Say hi. There's that one. And then we have this purple. Isn't that beautiful? I have this purple. You gonna say hi? You gonna come up and say hi? He's a German Shepherd. He's a big boy. Come here, come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. Go on, there he is. He's a beauty. He's a beauty. Look at him. Oh, hello. Yes. You're a good boy. Ah. All right. Yes, your Grammy loved you. He's a good boy. All right, get down. Why don't you just lay down? Oh, he's getting his hair everywhere. Oh, you're getting your hair everywhere. All right, back to the yarn. So showing you the purple. Beautiful. And then this one. And the more I look at, the more in love with this color combination. I was a little bit like, oh, mainly because of this, because I just thought, oh, this, what am I going to do with this? But look at them, they go so well together. I'm really happy with them. So there's the yarn that I bought. And then it also came with a little mini. And I think it must be fingering. But here we go. And I feel like it's 20 grams. There's no, it didn't say. It just said thank you. But I do have some other yarn from her, from Forbidden Fiber Co. that fingering weight. So maybe I'll have a look at it and see if it kind of compares. But look at that. It's so pretty. So, yes, I'm very happy with this. I can see this color work cowl, although I always want to do color work and I don't. But I think this would look really good in a color work cowl or even a hat. So, there we go. There we go. So, guys, that is all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this. If you haven't noticed, I am over 800 subscribers. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do plan on doing a giveaway. I just have not had a chance to really come up with what I would like to give away to all you wonderful subscribers. I thank you so much. But that will be coming up soon. I just have to kind of gather my thoughts and decide what I want to do. So that'll be coming up. Thank you so much. 822 subscribers last I looked. Of course, that goes up and down like so much. You know, you lose one, you get two, you lose two, you get three. That go up and down. And that's YouTube. I think it's YouTube a little bit. But so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did and you lasted this long, I really, really thank you. And maybe if you're not subscribed, you'll go ahead and subscribe, or you could give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And please leave me a comment, and I promise I'll get back to you. So that is all I have to share with you today. I will see you next week. So until then, bye for now.